Good morning, beautiful people. It's 8:35 Easter Sunday. It's beautiful out here on the farm, but it is chilly. So now I know recently we've been slamming out the chicken videos, and don't you guys worry, we got plenty more to talk about when it comes to chickens. But as you can tell, it is time to go ahead and start getting some stuff in the ground here on the farm. Now, one of the first things that's going in our garden is our Tehama lettuce, one of my favorites. So we have to go ahead and get that done, and we're going to show you guys how we do it in a weed-free garden. Alright, so we got our torch and we got some Tehama lettuce. This is my favorite lettuce, and this is a 50-day variety. So these things right here, I got plenty of time to get lots and lots of salad out of these things before they bolt. And I also got some OS cross cabbages over there that I can put in the ground. So all we're going to need today is a gardening tool, and we also going to need a torch and whatever you're going to be sticking in the garden. So let's go show you guys how we do it. Okay, so here we are in the Alpha Garden. This past weekend we've had a lot of rain, and we've had winds up to 62 miles an hour here. With all of that wind, our weed barrier has not moved any at all. I'm happy with the way this stuff is stable now. But once you learn how to put this stuff down properly, we learned a few tricks from our local Amish community on how they get this stuff stable to where it never moves again. And believe it or not, the bricks are the least of what's doing the job. So we're going to go in and show you guys how we plan in this stuff. Okay, so normally we use rings. We'll heat up an aluminum ring and it makes a perfect circle, or you can use a wood burner to cut this stuff. This is not the best way, but the worst way is to use a knife and cut this stuff. You will regret it the rest of the time you have it down. So if you're going to make a hole, always burn it, but it's best to use a metal ring and burn pattern so it'll be a perfect line. This is, again, not the best way, but it will work. We'll come back later and trim this out. We just want to make a hole so we can get our lettuce in. So we're going to go try to stay right in the center of the hole. We're not going to make it too big. We're going to get it in there just enough to make sure that we get our entire root ball in there, because our lettuces are kind of root bound. Then we'll show you how we cover those holes up later if we make them too big. Now once you make your hole, all we do is we just take our gardening knife and just kind of break up the soil a little bit. Now this is a wood chip garden covered in weed barrier, so we know we're going to get some pieces of chips and wood and stuff like that right there. But with this down, this stuff's going to break down 5 times faster. It's easy to just take your 3 fingers and your thumb and go out and clean the hole out, so you can go ahead and get your plant or your seedling down in the ground. Now I think that's good enough. We're going to go ahead and take our lettuce, and as you can tell, it's really needing to go in the ground. I'm going to go ahead and drop her right down in there, and we have plenty of room to go ahead and add our dirt back. So I'll go ahead and do that the best I can. We're not going to overpack these guys. Those roots will take off right where they're at, and if we got any excess dirt, we always lift up the fabric and slide the dirt up under. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like all cleaned up. Alright, y'all, we got our lettuce in and our cabbages, OS cross all the way out through there. When you have too much dirt, just lift up on your weed matting, but I'll push all your dirt forward, lift up on it, and then take your fingers and tuck it in under your wheat fabric, and it'll always be there. It won't wash away. Also, I'm using my floor mat from the car. I don't have any carpet on it to rest my knees on, because this stuff lets in a lot of moisture. Lets it back out too on your pants. So that's it. We're going to stop there. Okay, y'all, that's how we are going to plant everything here in both of our gardens. That's how you do it in the weed mat. So thank you guys for watching. As always, keep on keeping on. We'll try to see you on the next one.